is a very very important class, क्योंकि simply इसका reason ये है कि मैं ये class बहुत time से ले रहा हूँ, especially मेरे program में लेता हूँ जहाँ पे हम लोगों को सिखाते हैं घर से कैसे आप पैसे कमा सकते हो doing testing. It's a technical course और वो US के लिए valid है, इंडिया के लिए valid नहीं है क्योंकि वो तरह के projects नहीं है. But ये same class मैं लेता हूँ and I've been taking for at least 2 years now. Especially we talk about money and prosperity both, but mostly about money, क्योंकि money एक ऐसी पैसा एक ऐसी चीज है जो आदमी को पूरे लाइफ लॉन्ग चाहिए और वो बहुत हेल्प कर सकता है in a lot of ways. So money has a mindset and many people don't get it. इसके लिए when we all are young, it's important to get the right concepts in our head and to think about money in a particular way. क्योंकि बहुत लोग बहुत मनी के लिए या तो बहुत इमोशनल हो जाते हैं या तो फिर वो बहुत क्रेव करेंगे या तो फिर वो केयर नहीं करेंगे. वी हैव डिफरेंट एटीट्यूड, बट इट्स अ वेरी इमोशनल टॉपिक फॉर लॉट ऑफ पीपल. ओके, लॉट ऑफ पीपल वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड they are not so well off. So when they are not so well off, obviously money becomes a very emotional topic for them. Okay, so we have people from all backgrounds, we have people from all kind of financial situations come into this program, and we teach, and I just removed very very little, but the core module is the same. So let's see what we have today. So we have a today's question or फिर एक personal story, छोटी सी story, and then we'll understand the money mindset, we'll understand what is reality, and we'll again revisit the success graph. Success के class में हमने देखा था, we'll again revisit it in a way, and we'll see what is prosperity all about. Okay, so I have a very simple question for you. I want you to answer this. Whatever comes to your mind, it's okay. You just answer it what you think right now. Okay, don't analyze, don't say okay this and that, what is right, wrong answer. It's nothing like that. Just tell what do you feel in general about it. Okay, so the question is this: is it easy or is it hard to make a lot of money? Okay, so now here I'm just talking in general terms. A lot of money may be, let's say, 1 crore rupees. A lot of money may be 10 lakh rupees. A lot of money may be 10 crore rupees. It depends on you how you think about a lot of money. But my main point is, do you feel it's easy to make money or it's hard to make money? Okay, and we almost all of you are students, so none of you have actually went out and created wealth as such. But I want you to think, because we carry such things from being youngsters. From then there itself we carry our money mindset. So I want you to answer me, what do you feel? Okay, what do you feel potentially? So let me quickly ask everybody, and I just want a quick answer and maybe 2 or 3 sentences, not more than that. Okay, so let's start with Shruti.
Yeah, I think it will be initially hard to make a lot of money, but afterwards it will be easier when we start making money.
Okay, so initially it will be hard, later it will get easy. Okay, very good. What about you, Namita?
According to me, it is hard to make money because there are no shortcuts in the life. And but once if we start for making money, also we need to do hard work. Once we start working hard, then it will be easy for us to handle these things. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Let me see what Devesh has to say.
Well, I think it takes little bit of hard work to understand how money works, and then once we know how it works, then it becomes easier.
Okay, wonderful. What about you, Tanmay?
तो लाइक शुरू में थोड़ा हार्ड रहता है क्योंकि आपके पास कुछ पता नहीं रहता कि मतलब एक्सपीरियंस और एक्सपोजर नहीं रहता, और बाद में फिर आपको चीजें पता आ जाती है तो थोड़ा इजी हो जाता है.
Okay, so it's hard early and easy later. Very good. What about you, Vishal?
I completely agree. I mean, it's difficult in the beginning, but as they say, first you learn and then you earn.
Okay, that's a good slogan. I think your company is teaching you good slogans. Okay, Wonderful. Thank you so much. I have next is Tulika.
I think it's easy to make enough money for yourself. Like, it's not that difficult to just sustain yourself. But if you have ambition of becoming a billionaire or trillionaire, then that's a totally different story.
Different story. Okay. So wonderful. So we have different perspective here. Thank you so much, guys. We have seen various perspectives. Like I said, there is no right or wrong answer for this question. This question is the core, actually the core of how your financial situation will be in your life, not just in next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, but in your life. कि लाइफ में जैसे कैसे आपका फाइनेंस सिचुएशन रहेगा, वो इस पे डिपेंड करेगा कि आप ये क्वेश्चन के बारे में क्या सोचते हैं. इट इज दैट इम्पोर्टेंट because it took me some time, like I said, it took me some time to understand such concepts, but it didn't take a lot of time. And also it's not just a question of time. बहुत बार हम देखते हैं बहुत सारे लोग बहुत हार्ड वर्क करते हैं अपने 40s में, 50s में, 60s में भी, just to survive. So it's definitely a big challenge. And we have good education, so good education is very helpful, but again that's not going to define how your life is going to move. Okay, it will give you a good platform, but many people we see are very knowledgeable, very intellectual, very hardworking, very smart also in their approach, but somehow they don't get a lot of money in their life. Okay, so I want to break a lot of myths in this class, and also I want to give a kind of perspective how you should think about money. And many of you are on a right track, and many of you have a good solid platform, but still I would like to reiterate few points. Okay, so first thing is about being prosperous. So prosperity मतलब वो पैसे से बहुत अलग है, right? Many people we see they वो बहुत खुश है, बहुत prosperous है अपने एरिया में, जितना है उसमें वो बहुत आराम से हैं, और they are very very happy in their own space. So that is the ultimate goal. We just don't want to be very rich, we just don't want to be having a lot of money, but दिल तो बहुत छोटा है, और हर बार सिर्फ पैसे की फिक्र है कि अभी 10 lakhs आ गए, 20 कैसे करूं, 1 crore आ गए, 2 crores कैसे करूं, 10 crores आ गए, 20 crores कैसे करूं. इस तरह का अगर सोच ही है, so that then you cannot enjoy. Okay, so we don't want to be in extremes, we don't want to be having a total lack. हमें ऐसा भी नहीं चाहिए कि कैसे हमें अंबानी के लेवल पे पहुंचना है, right? So the better way is to be a more prosperous person. It's an integrated way. Okay, it's not just about the money, but the main area in becoming prosperous is first to become financially independent. Many times we have seen that once you have the money, now you can go out and do things. You can do things for society, you can do things for family, you can do things for lot of your passions, wherever your interests are, you can enjoy also, right? But for all that we need money. So that's why this class is focused on just money, but I don't want you all to think money is everything. Okay, so prosperity is much beyond the money, but this class will just discuss purely on money, how to see at it, how to make sure we have the right concepts of it. Okay, so let's talk about money. Everybody wants to earn money, right? Almost everybody wants to earn money because it's important. That's the fact कि वो बहुत चाहिए हमें, और लाइफ में हर जगह पे वो काम आता है. और अगर पैसे हैं तो कंफर्ट्स है, और पैसे हैं तो हम बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं, right? That's the fact of the life. And let's understand the money mindset first, right? So there are different type of money has a mindset, by the way. Very interesting to know. जिसके पास पैसा है, we have seen a trend in this world, not today, not 200 years ago, 500 years ago, but it's been from time immemorial. From the time I have started understanding things, when I looked at different people, there were always some people जिनके पास पैसे आते रहते हैं और आते रहते हैं, उनको उनकी जरूरत नहीं है, but they keep getting richer and richer and richer. Simple example is we can see Mukesh Ambani, we can see Jeff Bezos, we can see Mark Zuckerberg. All these people, they don't need the money. but they keep getting more and more and more and more, right? So money goes towards people who know how to attract it. It just keeps adding on and on and on to the people who know how to attract it. Okay, so there are a set of people who will pursue, who will follow money, who want to chase money, who want to earn money. So money somehow tries to elude such people. वो उनसे दूर भागते रहता है, जो पैसों के पीछे भागेंगे, बहुत बार देखने में आता है कि पैसे उनसे दूर भागते रहते हैं, right? There is a very big secret behind it, which we will see today. Why is it? Does money really has a mindset? Does money really has a way of can you really attract money, or can you actually not attract money? Is it a theory concept, or is it something practical? We will see today. Okay, and before we start in anything, the main point is, why should you learn this from me, right? मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ आपको पैसों के बारे में? Like, what have I done? Am I like the super rich guy who can talk about money? Or why is it that I am taking such a class even since 2 years, and which many of my students said was like a eye-opening class for them, and they are all way ahead of me in a lot of ways. But why is it that I'm taking this class? Is simple, because ये जो points मैं बोलने जा रहा हूँ, या जो points मैं बोलूंगा, वो सब points have helped me create abundance in our life. Abundance is not in terms of just money. Abundance is not in terms of just knowledge, but in a lot of areas, in a lot of ways. These are the concepts which help me create abundance. Okay, and this is how I actually think about money in my own personal life. Okay, so a small personal story, because many of you may know it, some may not know it. That's fine. So I've been starting working since 11 years now. So I have a lot of professional experience to back up what I am telling. And second thing is, I've done multiple businesses. Some were failures, some were mildly successful, and some were very successful in my own way. So I've done multiple business from scratch, from talking to people to making a sale, from designing, from marketing, from advertising, to almost all the steps. So I have seen a lot of areas. I have covered a lot of areas in terms of the range that I have to deal with people. Okay, so I've dealt with a lot of people. I've dealt with a lot of stuff, and in many areas, what I found is people who are struggling, जिनको मैं जानता हूँ, मैं help कर सकता हूँ, but they themselves are so close that they cannot they cannot believe that something like this exists, that we can actually help them, right? So based on a lot of experience that I have around my life in the last few years, I have built up this program. Okay, and I've found why some students, like, we have equal knowledge, we give equal knowledge to 100 students, but out of them only 20 to 25 are really the way we see they should be. Rest of all are equally talented, but for some reason or other, they, whenever a good opportunity comes, they turn the other side. Whenever there is a project, somehow they are not there. Whenever it's an easy money, somehow they don't make it. So this made me think, what is happening? Why is it that they are missing on it? And I try to think their thought patterns. I try to understand their personality. So I spent a lot of time in such things, and that's how I came up with a class कि ये चीजें बहुत important है, लोगों को पता नहीं रहता है या उनको लगता नहीं है वो important है. Okay, so I just want to share a few simple pointers here. First thing is that in life, first thing is, stop looking for something which is easy and convenient. Okay, like many people said here, money may actually take some hard work, which is fine. I'll tell you, the most boring life will be when you have nothing to work for. Just imagine, it's actually one of the most boring life is when you everything comes to you just on a silver platter. सब कुछ इतने आसानी से मिल रहा है कि thrill नहीं है life में, कुछ accomplish किया ऐसा feeling नहीं आता है, right? So best thing is to actually work hard for it. That is fine. My main point is, many people work hard and they don't make money. We don't want to be in such category. Okay, so first thing is, the things which will make you great, it's not expected to be easy. Okay, so anything you want to do, it's okay if it's hard, it's okay if it's little tough, it's okay if it takes you a lot of time to do something. Let's say किसी को communication skills में expert बनना है, किसी को एक language में expert बनना है, it's not going to happen in a week. If you focus 100% in a week, it's not going to happen. It will take time, right? But the point is, if you become expert, then what is the future for you? That is the main point. If you become an expert in something, what is the future for you, right? So that's why first thing is stop looking for shortcuts. Like some people said, there's no shortcuts as such. Even if it leads you to success, it will quickly bring you down also. So first thing, there is no shortcut. सेकेंड थिंग इज डोंट विश कि चीजें इजी होती, अरे यार ये लैंग्वेज थोड़ा इजी होता तो अच्छा होता, इतना मुश्किल हो रहा है, या फिर ये सीखना कितना मुश्किल है, जॉब में कितना मुश्किल हो रहा है मुझे, या फिर ये पढ़ने में कितना मुश्किल हो रहा है, काश ये थोड़ा इजी होता. दैट इज द वे मेजॉरिटी ऑफ पीपल थिंक, राइट? एंड ऑलवेज पावर इज विद the minor section of the people, it's not with the major section of the people. So we don't think in that way. We think ओके इतना टफ है, काश में और अच्छा होता तो और अच्छे से वो इजीली समझ पाता. So we try to raise our level, we don't try to raise other people, we don't try to raise down the situation. Okay, this is where many people struggle, which is fine, but I want you to understand that this is a reality in life. Okay, unless we become so skilled, we don't make money. Why some people are saying here that initially it's going to be hard? Because they understand, okay, initially I'm not going to know everything, which is fine. So the point is you keep learning and you become an expert. Once you reach a certain area, then it's going to be very easy for you, because people are going to listen to you, or people are going to trust you, people are going to ask you to lead them. Okay, so don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. So these are two core concepts about money, which many people miss it. Okay, and then once we understood these areas, like it's not about outside, it's about us. The more better we are, the more money we can make. The more talented we become, the more hardworking we become, the more money we make. Okay, we don't live in today's world where there are many ways of making money. There you can make money by corruption, you can make money by, let's say, cheating somebody, you can make money by doing all sorts of things. But that is a very poor way of making money, because you're just making the money, but apart from that you're losing out on almost everything. Okay, we don't want that. We want to make money in a good way, a lot of money in a good way, right? So first thing about money is this, which you have to understand as a person who is setting out in their life, is this: it's an effect, it's not a cause. So this is one very important point to understand, is this कि मनी एक इफेक्ट है, वो एक कॉज नहीं है. तो अगर हमें पैसे कमाने हैं, we have to create something so that people give us money, right? So for example, you see in your life, wherever you spend money, you spend a lot of money on gadgets, you spend a lot of money on clothes, whatever it is. So if you want to make a lot of money, you don't start with wanting to make a lot of money. Okay, अगर सिर्फ पैसे कमाना है, पैसे कमाना है, पैसे कमाना है, लेकिन उसके लिए कुछ रास्ता नहीं है, कुछ कर नहीं रहे हैं, it will never come to you. And that's why we see many people don't focus there. वो ये नहीं सोचते हैं, अच्छा उसके लिए मुझे एक्चुअली में और इफेक्टिव बनना है, और अच्छा करना है, तो मैं और कर सकता हूँ. वो ये देखते हैं अपॉर्चुनिटी अच्छा नहीं है, मार्केट डाउन है, कंपनी में सबको इतना रेस मिल रहा है, बिजनेस बहुत टफ है. You start seeing a pattern. They think in a way which is not at all personally, because for me it may be tough, but for other people, they are making tons of money any day. Like they are making when the market is down, they are making when things are tough. So they are people who are thriving. सिर्फ मेरे लिए टफ है वो अभी के लिए. Okay, and just because I see it's tougher for general people, it doesn't mean that's the reality. Okay, so one thing you have to understand about money is it's an effect. So for effect, first there has to be a cause. So if you do something, that's when, if there's a cause, then there's an effect, right? Effect never comes before. Same way money will never come before. First you have to do something for it. First you have to become, let's say, whatever you are doing right now, studying, understanding different concepts, coming to these classes. This is all preparing you. This is the cause which will take you to the effect, which is a better career, a better future, a better job prospect, right? So first thing to understand about money is, if you don't have enough money, that means you are not being enough effective. As simple as that. That is the truth. The more effect you create, the more money you will make. And based on how much money you want, be ready to have that much, be ready to be that much effective. Okay. Once in a while you may get lucky, but in lifelong, if you have to sustain, you have to become effective. That is the only way to make money. Okay. So first thing is that. Second thing is, money is important, okay, but it has to be earned, not yearned. Means it has to be earned in the right way. Because you want a lot of money, you cannot do shortcuts. पैसे चाहिए बहुत, तो हम शॉर्टकट्स ले लिए, या फिर कोई ऐसे स्कीम में इन्वेस्ट कर दिए जो बोल रहा है मैं आज का कल डबल दे दूंगा, परसों ट्रिपल दे दूंगा, इस तरह के स्कीम्स, या फिर राइट नाउ देयर इज नॉट अ लॉट ऑफ स्कोप, बट जस्ट किसी को बेवकूफ बना के पैसे कमाना, इस तरह का नहीं करना है. क्यों? क्योंकि you will lose out on a lot of things. Like I said before, you may get money short term, but long term you will lose out on it. Okay, so money is important. Only thing is, it needs to be earned in the right way. Okay, that's when you can enjoy the money. That's when you will feel you deserve the money. Okay, and this is the main question to ask. If you guys can ask this question, that's it. That's the end of your struggles. In reality, that's the end of the struggle, because simple question is this: why will someone give you their money? Right? That's the most simple question that you should ask yourself if you want to make money. Why will somebody give me their money? Right? So now, when I was taking such programs for years, I was teaching a lot of students, I was teaching a lot of people here on the business. The main question I asked is always this: why will they pay me? Right? Okay, in students case, at least it's simple. I will teach them something and they'll pay me money. But this was much more challenging. This is promising a future which they can't see currently. So right now they're not making money, but we are telling them they can make money if they do what we tell them. So it's like a promise of a better future. So why will such people pay me money? That's the main question. So the main question is this: because we will give them value for that. All the big people, all the major people who have accomplished something, who have set up something, they understand this. Money is very easy if you just know how to give value. Right? I always try to give a very simple example of, let's say, a person in India में तो बहुत सारे ऐसे पानी पूरी वाले, इडली वाले, या फिर तरह तरह के businesses, shops, सब कोई है. They are not doing something extraordinary. They are not creating like some unique product that only they can do, that only they have access to. Nothing like that. Right? They're doing simple things. सिर्फ वो कोई सामान बेचेंगे, सिर्फ या तो वो अच्छे से बना के बेचेंगे जो भी खाना है, and people will pay for them. Right? People will pay for it. They will pay them, and they will be happy about it. Right? So it's simple. It's not at all complicated. All you need to do is find something that you can do better and just get started with this. So now many people have become more job oriented, right? They have lost, they are not so serious about entrepreneurship. They think it's a lot of headache. So many people move towards job. So in job, again, we have a lot of market to compete with. So the point is, if there are 5 people and you want to be the top earning guy, you want to be the one they don't want to let go of. So all you do is, whatever you do it in the best way that you can. Okay, and try to do it in such a way that it improves your efficiency. It also makes people believe in you. Okay, so the more value you give, the more money you make. Very simple equation. Okay, somebody will give you the money only if you give them value in return. Okay, you see in a lot of places, right? We have so many apps, subscription apps. We are happy to pay money. वो हमारे गेम खेलने के लिए हेल्प करेगा, we'll pay them money because they are giving us entertainment, right? Gadgets ले लो, clothes ले लो, कुछ भी ले लो. Okay, right now many things have moved digital, so it's important to understand. Hopefully you all will get this in the coming years. There'll be a proper way of channelizing how to identify trends, and how to make use of it. But I want you to understand this core point. Okay, the next core point is this: we get what we deserve, not what we need. And this is the single most important point which a lot of people in my classes, they agree to, that just because somebody is in need, किसी को आज पैसों की जरूरत है, पैसे नहीं आएंगे उनके पास चल के, they will not get it because they are the most needful. आज किसको पैसों की जरूरत है, right? Let's say we have a lot of poor population who don't have enough money. They don't have enough money to feed themselves. They are in a very poor situation. But क्या उनके पास पैसे आ रहे हैं आज? नहीं आ रहे हैं उनके पास इतने पैसे. पैसे किसके पास आ रहे हैं? ऐसे ऐसे लोगों के पास आ रहे हैं जिनके पास ऑलरेडी बहुत सारा है. They don't, it doesn't matter वो $100 billion है कि 200 है कि 500 है, it doesn't matter to them. But the money just keeps coming to them. Why? That's the main question to understand. They are not cheating people. They are not gaming the system. They are not dishonest. They are not doing anything wrong. They are doing everything in a proper way. They are perfectly rightful individuals. But why is it that they are getting the money and people who are in need, they are not getting the money? This is a very big eye-opening thing that you can see in the world around you. Many people who need the money, they don't have the money, right? And the main reason for this is, there are many reasons, like we said, right, in the results class, we cannot judge somebody based on what is the condition or result. But one of the main reason is this, that you have to be deserving to get the money. So in life, we always get what we deserve, not what we need. That is the main point. हमें हमेशा वही मिलेगा जो हम डिजर्व करेंगे. Let's say आज हम बहुत पढ़ रहे हैं, right? But हमें let's say 80% marks है और हमारा aim था 90% marks. Many times we'll get what we deserve. Maybe we just deserved 80% only. Okay, we never deserve the 90%. So what do? We improve our ability so that we deserve better. Okay, there are two ways, right? One way is the shortcut way, secret way, where there is something happening, you just jump into this, you make use of it. Situation अच्छा है, लोग help कर रहे हैं, सब लोग साथ दे रहे हैं, make use of it and move ahead. That is one way. Second way is to become so deserving that automatically success will come behind you and money will come behind you saying, you know what, you deserve the money, so you should have it, right? Simple example is, I would give us example of Sundar Pichai, because that guy, he was so talented, and company didn't want to get rid of him. They didn't want to let him go, sorry. So they changed the company structure just for him. So the Google now became Alphabet and a Google separate, and they made him Google CEO initially. So I was very, very surprised, and I was like, is this guy so deserving that they can change the whole company structure? And that's how much deserving he was, right? So if you become so deserving, which you will become if you are pursuing something in a very honest way, in a very good way, once you deserve something, automatically you'll see slowly your places will improve, your value will improve, what you do will improve, right? So the main point is, which I want you to take from this class is, in life, mostly we will get what we deserve. Not all the times, but mostly we will get what we deserve. So in any area we see we are not getting enough, we are not seeing enough success, इसका मतलब ये है we are not deserving that. Okay, so I want you to just take it from this class in a very general way. Okay, so the key to deserving success, just remove the earning online part, because that's for my students in the classes here. But the main key to deserving success is by becoming valuable, by giving them value. Whom are you going to give value? Either to your employers or to your customers or to your students. No matter what you do, if you give them more value, that's how you become more and more deserving for success. Okay, and this is in general what we see everybody will experience probably. Like we see starting में छोटे steps लिए, मुश्किल से थोड़ा बहुत पैसा आया, मुश्किल से थोड़ा बहुत grow किया, but after some time it gets easy. I think even the color is very well coded. Starting में red है, which means it's a kind of tough. Then it goes to orange, it goes to yellow, and then it goes to green. Once it goes to green, you're almost sure कि okay, अभी मुझे पैसे का कोई टेंशन तो नहीं है. Now I have enough. I can, like some people said, it's easy to make enough money for myself, and let's say enough money for my family also. Okay. But what is the reality in a, especially I think this is more if you do more of entrepreneurship, not in so much in the job. Job is a very linear thing, almost year after year after year. It's a very straight way. I would say on the left side is a job where you can expect to go in a linear way. There won't be too much bumpy rides. एक दो बार जॉब गया तो गया, फिर मिल जाएगा. कोई जॉब कम पैसा दे रहा है तो ज्यादा पैसे वाला जॉब भी मिल जाएगा, इतना रिस्क नहीं है. But on the right side is for people who have entrepreneurship spirit, people who want to set up something on their own, people who are serious about doing something, not just thinking, not just wishing okay कुछ होता तो अच्छा होता या मैं कभी करूंगा, ऐसे नहीं. Somebody who are serious about doing it, actively working on it, or will actively work on it. Somebody जिनको entrepreneurship is at the core of who they are. For such people we see many times, बहुत सारे बिजनेस ओनर्स को हम देखते हैं कि बहुत सारे बार ऐसे होता है कि इट्स नेवर अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. आज 10 लाख आए, कल 10,000 ही आ सकते हैं, परसों फिर और पैसे आ सकते हैं. सो देयर इज ऑलवेज अ बम्पी राइड्स. देयर विल बी फ्यू टाइम्स व्हेन देयर विल बी नो कस्टमर्स, लाइक फॉर कोविड. This COVID has destroyed so many businesses, right? So this is all a part of a journey. So nothing, we can't do anything about it. This is a man-made, or maybe this is a natural disaster, but there will be some man-made disasters also. Life में ऐसे situations आएंगे, but whole point is if you have enough resilience, like if your foundation is strong, you will get over it. It will take some time, you will get over it. Okay. But in reality, any business is like that, where it's a bumpy ride. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes it's a lot of struggle, sometimes it's a lot of money for nothing, right? So that is the reality. So that is the beauty of life, in short, because when the things are not good, it can get challenging, but that is a part of the journey. Okay. So there's 4 stages of success. Again, this is especially true for you guys because most of you are going to get started, so it's good to understand. So you are right now in a phase 1 where there is more work and no money, because most of you are actually working for your future, for your career, for your education. So you are working a lot, but are you getting paid to work so much? Are you getting paid to learn so much, put in so many hours? इतना पढ़ने के लिए, इतना effort डालने के लिए आपको कोई पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है right now. Okay, so that is the phase 1, education phase, जहाँ पे हम सीख रहे हैं. We are putting in a lot of work, but we are not getting money for it. Okay. Second phase is there is more work, but now you start seeing some money. Maybe now if you are highly educated, you can directly come to phase 3, but most of the people will have come to phase 2 where you work a lot and you make some money, right? How much ever it depends, like it may be 5 lakhs, it may be 2 lakhs, it may be 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, whatever it is. You are now starting to see some money, but you have to work for it. Okay. And this third phase, which is probably at a phase where I am, where to make more money is also means I have to work in more areas, right? So where probably there is more money, but for the same amount of work, now I'm getting much more money. Okay. Earlier in job, maybe I may get 5 lakhs. Now I'm getting much more than that, right? So maybe if I have a business, earlier I was getting 2 lakhs. Now I'm getting much more than that. But earlier also I was putting 10 hours a day. Now also I'm putting 10 hours a day, but I'm getting much more. Why? Because I became much more valuable, because now I deserve more. Okay. That is the way to look at it. So right now, maybe I'm in a phase 3. And soon you will also be in a phase 3 at some point in your life. But then there is a phase 4, which is the goal, which is what it should be. As soon as we reach this, we can say now we have become experts in our field, because now for less work we make more money, which may be equal money also. Let's say a business, earlier they would put 10 hours a day and they would make 2 lakhs. Now they move to 10 hours a day, they're making 20 lakhs. Now they move to 4 hours a day, but still they make the 20 lakhs. Okay, so the time has reduced, but the money is still the same, right? We see it when many well-established business starting में बहुत मुश्किल होती है, उनको बहुत सेट होने टाइम लगता है. एक बार ब्रांड बन गया तो बहुत easy पैसा बनता है, right? So our aim should be to reach to level 4, which is where the most of the financial abundance is. This is where you can say, okay, now money is not a problem in my life. You can say that, okay, I don't have to work for money. Now I can work on something which I want to work on. Maybe I don't want to work. Maybe I want to take a vacation. Maybe I want to work on something which has nothing to do with making money. But to reach that stage, you have to cross level 1, level 2, level 3, which is probably the right way to do it. And then you reach a stage 4 where you say, now I have gained so much of experience, I have gained so much of knowledge, I have become so valuable that in 4 hours I can do work of 10 hours, and in 4 hours I can easily establish what all I have to do. Okay, maybe that person, instead of working 4 hours, he may work still 10 hours or 12 hours. Instead of making 20 lakhs, he may make 50 lakhs also. That's fine. But my point is, now for less amount of time you start getting paid more. It happens very surely in the job. In the job we know, okay, by step in 10 years you'll reach a certain level, in 20 years you'll reach a certain level. In business, in entrepreneurship, maybe it's not so clearly done, it's not so clearly defined, because you may reach up but also you may go down sometime. You may again go back up, again you may go back down based on different scenarios. But once you become an expert, it's much easier to make money. That's what I want to say. Okay, so these are the 4 stages of success that I want you to think about. And the main thing about all of this is, the core thing I want to say is this: many people may have such thoughts, money is the root of all evil, or I was very surprised to see many people have very negative belief on money. They are like, I don't want money. With money, a lot of problems comes. There are people like that. On the other side, I also see people who want to earn money at any cost. They don't care whether they are doing it in the right way or not. They don't care whether they are hurting anybody in this process or not. They don't care whether they are making somebody like a pawn or something, like किसी को उल्लू बना के पैसे कमा रहे हैं क्या. They don't care about it. या फिर झूठ बोल के करें क्या. They don't care about it. All they care is, I want to earn money. That's it. That's the end of it. And there's other section of people who think, no, money is very evil. We don't want money only. It's very hard. It's very hard. It's not at all easy. It is very tough to do. There are 2 extremes of people. Okay, and both the people, you will see, somehow it just doesn't stop at money. This attitude gets carried forward in their other aspects also. So many people, you will see, if they are more of in a way कि कैसे भी तरह से पैसे कमाना है, you will see their relationships are not strong. You'll see they're not enjoying life so much. You will see they are rich, but they are like, they show off as if they are really happy, but they are internally, if we really understand them, they are not so happy, right? Or maybe they are happy, very happy, but it's very external happiness, right? Because deep inside there is no way you can do something wrong intentionally and then you can enjoy it from within. Okay, so there is one set of people like that. We don't want to reach that level where we do anything it takes. हम कुछ भी कर रहे हैं पैसे कमाने के लिए, किसी को भी उल्लू बना रहे हैं, कुछ भी उल्टा सीधा काम कर रहे हैं. We don't want to reach there. We don't want to be at the other side also, where we make it so tough that money is so hard, so tough that I'm going to be in a lack for most of my life, that I'm not going to have enough money because it's so hard. Like I told you, these are all beliefs. This is what you fit it in your mind. Based on your belief, your life will turn out, right? We saw it in the belief class that reality is nothing but how we perceive it, right? Same way with money also. If you think it's really hard, it will be hard. I've personally seen it. I've personally find it out that I have personally found out that anything which you think is hard, it may not be hard. It has nothing to do with reality, but because we think it's hard for us. Once we break that and once we find out, okay, it's actually so easy, you'll be surprised how we feel about it. Oh wow, it was so easy, only I was thinking it's hard. For many people it takes years to understand why they thought it was hard, because when they were young, when they were small, somehow somebody fit in their brain, or they only fit in their brain somehow from the society, from the family, from the environment, that it's hard to do this. Okay, so I want you all to think about it again. If you think it's really hard for you to make money, believe me, it will be hard for you. Why? Because your life will turn out in such a way that आपकी जो beliefs है वही बार बार उसी तरह के situation आएंगे. I used to tell you, right, there were people, when they are easy projects, they are not available. When there's easy money, that time only they are busy, or they join the program when it's really at the wrong time to do so, and then they say, look at my life, it's so hard, right? So based on all this only, I'm telling you, it is a reality which will happen. So we don't want to think in an extreme negative way where we say it's very hard, it's too much, I don't want the money, it's I don't want to run behind money. Many people give this excuse, I don't want the money because I don't want to run behind money, but they are actually pursuing, they want and they work for it. Let's not be in the two extreme ends. I think the good way to look at it is in a very balanced way. Like I said, money is an effect. So if you want more money, you just become more valuable, you become more you become a person who can give more value, जो और कर सकता है, right? For example, if you see many entrepreneurs, they could do a lot of things. Like बहुत सारे लोग बहुत कुछ कर सकते थे, उन्होंने किया, fail हुए, right? When you start making money, not necessarily you'll become successful because you know these concepts. You'll start, you will fail probably, and then you will again modify, do something better, then see little success, then you modify, do something, then you become more successful. So the whole point is, at least you give yourself a chance by being very positive about money. Okay, that's what I want to say about money, and I hope this class was useful, because these concepts, if you grasp it deeply, this is what will help you skip a lot of years in financial struggle. Many people actually don't get it. They think it's outside, they think it's all about how the market is, how the job market is, how the scenario is, how the situation is, how it's outside. But the reality is not so much outside, it's mainly inside. Yes, it may be difficult to make money in a certain area, in a certain time, in a certain situation, but those are very temporary things. For one simple reason is, in this COVID situation, many businesses have collapsed, but there are also many businesses we have made billions and billions of dollars. So for many people, this COVID is a like a COVID एक तरह का शाप है, और कोई बहुत लोग के लिए COVID एक तरह का वरदान है, right? So it all depends on how you look at it. Okay, that's what I want to say. So good, we did well. We have, I think, 5 to 10 minutes for questions. Any questions anybody has? No? Okay, Devesh, you have a question?
Actually, I have a question.
Sure.
So you said कि पैसा के लिए we have to become deserving, and question is like, how do we become deserving? Like, how do we know that we deserve that?
Okay.
Sometimes when we work hard for it, but still we don't get it.
Okay, got it. So that's a very good question. Actually, it's a pretty deep question also, because one thing is, we can continuously keep working, and we can feel that we deserve it because I have worked so much. And at the other end, we don't see the success even after working so hard. So how do we know that we deserve, कि हम deserve करते हैं पैसा, but हमारे पास पैसा नहीं आ रहा है, and we tend to become little negative? This is the exact feeling which many people have, जो अपने job में stuck है, जो अपने life में stuck है, जो अपने business में stuck है, career में stuck है. These people have this kind of question that I'm working so hard at my job. वो 10 घंटे बोल रहे हैं, मैं 12 घंटे काम कर रही हूँ, but still I'm not getting more money, I'm not getting more raise, I'm not getting more promotions, right? So for this, I would just say one thing. There are two things, not one thing. One thing is that our job is to see, not just put efforts blindly, but to see, am I putting in the right direction or not? For example, if you are doing what you are doing for 10 hours, you are doing it for 12 hours or 15 hours. Is it something which will give you value over a long period of time? 2 महीने 6 महीने 1 साल करके देख लिया, बट उसमें ज्यादा वैल्यू नहीं आ रहा है, ज्यादा चेंज नहीं आ रहा है आपके स्किल सेट में, ज्यादा नया नया सीखने को नहीं मिल रहा है. Now what happens is slowly it becomes a downward turn. Your skills will become your blockages. आपके पास जो टैलेंट है, आप एक तरह से बन जाएंगे कि मुझे बस इतना ही आता है, क्योंकि मैं इतना ही कर रहा हूँ. तो घंटे तो बहुत डाल रहा हूँ, बहुत सारा टाइम डाल रहा हूँ, बट मेरा स्किल में कोई इम्प्रूव नहीं हो रहा है, राइट? सो वन थिंग टू अंडरस्टैंड इज दैट it's more about skills, not just the time. Okay. And second thing is to deserve. So to deserve something, it's not just a question ki it has to do with just me, right? So now if let's say I am very talented and I am very hardworking also, but other people are much more than me, they are more hardworking than me and they are much more talented than me, obviously they will get more raise, obviously they will be promoted because they are deserving more. So from my point of view, I'm deserving, but from others, it's let's say if money has to go to somebody, it will go to a person who deserves it more, not from just our perspective, but from in a general perspective. Okay. So to deserve more is a very simple. You try to become good at whatever you do. If you're good, become better. If you're better, try to become best. So that is, there's, like I said, no shortcut for that. But once you actually start going in the journey, that's when you start understanding, okay, these all things are going to help me. And to be honest, it's not like one day you will change from non-deserving to deserving, and one day suddenly from no money you'll get a lot of money. It will be a very step-by-step journey in most cases, and you can easily understand based on your results whether you're going in the right direction or you need to change your direction, because the direction you're going is not taking you where you want to go. Okay. So again, there are so many streams, so many ways, so many things to do that there is no specific answer. But in general, based on how results are showing up, you can think, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe I need to change something. Okay. Again, it's not fully based on results, but most of the times you can based on that. Okay. All right. So any other question, guys? Everybody is feeling very happy about money. What about you, Vishal? You got any question? You there, Vishal?
Yes, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't have any question.
Okay.
It was
Can you
clear.
summarize? Can you summarize the class, like the points? I think you missed out, but from now on, we are just trying to summarize a bit. Each class will give 2-3 minutes summary. What are the things you understood? What are the things you like?
And one thing what I personally liked a lot was the point which you said, you get what you deserve in life. Sometimes we put in effort, we feel that अरे इतने करने के बाद भी नहीं मिल रहा है. Probably we are not deserving enough to get that what we wanted. We need to put in some extra mile to get what we want. But we somehow fail to understand that.
Okay. Very good. Again, I like the phrase you use. You need to put in the extra mile. I think your company is preparing you well. Okay, very good. Thank you. Let me quickly give others chance if they want to add something. Do you want to add anything, Vishal?
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay. Tulika, you want to add something?
So, hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, for the major takeaway for me from this meeting was mostly the fact that like one line that you mentioned, that ask yourself the question, why should somebody else pay you? So I guess that was a major learning for me, because that clarifies a lot of doubts which people might face during different stages of life.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much.